Hello, friends. Game mechanics. What are they really? Are they the NPCs that repair your digital cars? No, that would be silly. But actually, yes. Game mechanics are the systems and rules that shape a game. Combat being turn-based is a mechanic. Stamina is a mechanic. Bullet time is a mechanic, but it should be a powder that I can ingest for fuel. What makes a game good? What would a mechanic need to be the best? It should be unique. It should be memorable. It should add replayability to the game, but most importantly, it should be fun. There's plenty of game mechanics that fulfill these requirements, but one in particular that's got all four in spades is the Nemesis System from Middle-earth: Shadow of War. The Nemesis System is how the game generates its unique enemies, but further than that, it's how it shapes their interactions with the player, ensuring that no two playthroughs are the same. I still remember years ago, staying up late on a school night watching the gameplay trailer over and over, just hyped out of my mind. It was fun being a kid, where that 16-minute video was the most important thing I had going on for me at the time. Loser. So to try and do that little idiot justice, join me, my friends, on this journey of friendship, betrayal, vengeance, and most of all, hatred. Dear God, do I hate some of these bastards. Welcome to Mordor. In order to properly appreciate a game's mechanics, you need at least a basic understanding of the game itself. Shadow of War is a game where you play as not one, but two dead guys, with not one, but two dead wives. Talion is a gold-hearted ranger looking to protect his people, and Celebrimbor is a ruthless megalomaniac that can't even spell the word ethics, and who just so happens to be on the good side? Question mark? By sheer convenience. A reoccurring plot point is Celebrimbor weirding everyone out with what he's willing to do to win, even eventually betraying you to acquire the coveted girl power. With Talion's chiseled half-corpse, and Celebrimbor's ghost elf powers and funky fresh free-running, they're on a mission to defeat Sauron. However, this is no assassination mission. You'll be raising an army to take away his empire, region by region. Humans have become scarce in the area, and frankly, building an army from scratch sounds like a lot of work. So we'll be building this army using the Elon Musk method. Why start something new when you can just take other people's work and claim it as your own? Now, rather than recruit individual orcs, we'll be targeting their leadership, the captains. Meet the gorgeous face of your new army. Captains come in many different shapes, sizes, classes, tribes, linguistic ability. Every captain comes with their own unique set of strengths and weaknesses, ranging from dying to a single headshot to being immune to nearly every form of damage with the ability to adapt to your techniques. Their strengths are categorized into immunities, hates, class traits, and bonuses. These are the tools of the trade, that trade being kicking your ass. However, if you do manage to recruit that captain as your own, then all of yesterday's cons become today's pros. The cool thing about this game is that the stronger an enemy captain is, the more useful they are once you turn them to an ally. That, or the more relief you feel when you finally kill them, knowing that he's finally dead and gone for good. Weaknesses are broken down into mortal weaknesses, vulnerabilities, dazed by, and hints. An important one to keep in mind is the mortal weaknesses. These are the ways that the captain can be killed instantly, sometimes great, and sometimes highly inconvenient. Weaknesses have the inverse situation of strengths, great when the captain is your enemy, but an issue when they're yours. Almost more so than their strengths, weaknesses are what make or break captains. You could have an almost perfect captain with your favorite traits and immune to most sources of damage, but if they die instantly to fire, poison, ranged attacks, they probably aren't going to be around for very long. Also, not scouting out weaknesses ahead of time has caused me to accidentally slime some very desirable prospects. I actually do it a lot. Actually, like way too much. Beyond the standard traits, there are some unique things like class or tribe. And even beyond that are rare traits like necromancy. Some tricky bastards, those necromancers. So now that we've met some of these refined fellows, how do we turn them over to our side? Step 1. A serving size of violence. No captain can be recruited right off the bat, so we'll need to knock them down a peg. Think Pokemon rules. Weakened, but not killed. Combat in this game is extremely fun, and extremely challenging. Given how unique every captain is, you'll rarely fight the same fight twice. And unless you've made a planned effort to send your troops after theirs, you'll almost always be outnumbered. As you progress through the game, your bag of tricks gets pretty deep, letting you adapt to increasingly strong enemies. And should your own abilities fail you, the environment is full of hazards that you can use to your advantage. You can win entire encounters without even joining the battle yourself. However, you can also lose, because the chaos you add has no allegiance to you. Once a captain has been hurt enough, they'll become broken. Once in a broken state, they're ready for domination. If a captain is the same level as you or lower, you'll be able to turn them to your side. If they're a higher level, that's a real shame. Be careful doing that, by the way. Some of these dudes can't hang. Fucking me picking a fist fight with the dominatrix at the BDSM club. I have the iron will trait and therefore cannot be dominated. So now that you've met your chess pieces, let's get into the real meat of the Nemesis system. More importantly than the Nemesis system's ability to create unique captains is its ability to create unique relationships between the captains, and more importantly, with the player.
You're mine now, love. Forever.
Captains actually remember their interactions with the player. It's for this reason you should play on a difficulty that you find challenging. You won't get much out of these interactions if the captains don't survive your first encounter. If you've shamed a captain, they'll hold a grudge against you. If they've humiliated you, they'll mock you about it. If they've killed you, then you better believe they're going to remind you. As you encounter a captain more and more, the game takes advantage of your familiarity by assigning them a Nemesis score. Firstly, captains with a higher Nemesis score are more likely to cheat death, meaning that some of these bastards just will not stay down. Not only that, but they'll seek you out much more, hunting you down and even jumping you when you're trying to fight other captains. Pretty much unless you've managed to behead them, you shouldn't fully count on their death being permanent. Secondly, there are some rare titles that you'll only see once in a playthrough, if even. So, not wanting to waste those titles, the Nemesis system selects a captain that it knows you'll recognize, turning memorable foes into legendary ones. Nemesis scores and unique interactions aren't only for enemy captains. From your collection of captains, you can select one per region to be your bodyguard. You can summon your bodyguard to help you in a fight, or much more importantly, at the moment of your imminent demise, they can swoop in and save you at the last second. Any bodyguard who does this for me, I give an immediate position once I take the region. A far less badass interaction you can have with your followers is betrayal. Many things can cause a friendly captain to betray you. Letting them die, accidentally beating the shit out of them, or maybe he just felt like it. You may be able to convert the captains to your side, but at the end of the day, Uruks are still Uruks, and betrayal is in their nature. Uruks possess a shocking capacity for violence towards not just you, but towards each other. If you put two Uruks in a room, and one of them doesn't kill, rob, or eat the other, it's because they both died drinking bad grog. Regardless of how in their nature it is, you can't allow it to happen to you. So be sure to make examples of any dissidents. Now these interactions we discussed are between captains and the player, but the captains can also form bonds in the shape of being blood brothers. Blood brothers will pop up to defend or avenge each other. If you end up killing one of your captain's blood brothers, that is a guaranteed betrayal in the works. It can be a real problem when you accidentally kill a captain that you didn't know had a blood brother, and then when he finds you, you find out he's like 10 levels higher than you are. What makes the Nemesis system so great is that because all of these interactions are based on randomization, and your personal experience with these captains are completely unique to you and your specific playthrough. Two players could encounter the exact same captain and have completely different experiences. One player could have killed them on their first encounter and forgot they even existed. For the other player, that captain could be the unkillable bane of their existence that makes them want to uninstall the game and put their computer into a hydraulic press. Each region is its own web of interactions, making for a very unique experience each time you move on to a new one. The Nemesis System gives this game an insane amount of replayability, and we haven't even talked about what the captains are for yet. At the heart of every region is a massive fort controlled by Sauron's forces. If you want to control the region, the ass sitting in that throne better be blue. Let's start with the hierarchy of the region. At the very bottom are the regular captains. You'll see them roaming around the region, a bunch of homeless bums constantly antagonizing each other to steal each other's portion of the scraps. This is your recruiting pool. The first important grade of captains are the fort's war chiefs. The war chiefs are responsible for the various defensive upgrades to the fort. Should the war chief die, the fort becomes measurably weaker, which is why you won't find them just walking out and about the region, and why they often have at least one bodyguard. During a siege, war chiefs guard the control points you need to capture, so dealing with them in some way is unavoidable. At the very top of the food chain is the fort's overlord. The overlord is the king of the castle and the final boss of any siege. The battle against the overlord is different from normal fights. In your other battles, if you start losing, you can always use the environment around you to shake things up and turn the tide in your favor. When fighting the overlord, the environment gives you almost nothing to work with, and is often in the overlord's favor. So the fight against him is really a matter of if you're skilled enough or not to beat him fair and square. Except, not really, because he won't be fighting you alone. After defeating the overlord through honorable, highly skilled tactics, you install your own overlord and take control of the region. Some important things to consider when picking your overlord is 1. That you carefully examine their strengths and weaknesses to pick someone the most adept at protecting your fort from attacking players. For the most part, you can worry a little less about environment-based weaknesses. Secondly, the tribe of the overlord you pick will determine the type of fortress it becomes. This affects the aesthetic of the fort, and in a really cool game design move, literally nothing else. From there, you'll install your war chiefs, upgrade the defenses, and the fort is well and truly yours. As far as the sieges themselves go, there's more than one way to skin a Caragor. Option 1. Raw dog it. The raw dog method is exactly as it sounds. Preparation is for nerds. Who gives a shit? Our army is stronger than their army. I am him. This is a completely valid strategy and is frankly very Uruk of you. Option 2. Masterminding. What separates man from dumbass Uruk is intelligence, preparation, strategy. First thing to deal with is the enemy's war chiefs. Without them, the fortress is easy pickings. You can complete the war chief's unique missions to take them out or dominate them, which will disable that war chief's upgrade. But there is a better way. Dominating each of the war chief's bodyguards will let you install them as spies and unlocks a mission to ambush him in a secluded spot. If you handle the war chief, you can then install your own captains in his place. To install a war chief, you need one of your men to win a trial by combat. This is an addition in 2 ways. 1. If your guy wins, he gets to be war chief. If he loses, then his killer passes the audition to be his replacement and try again. Repeat until successful. Installing a war chief like this will still disable the upgrade, but now you can instantly capture that war chief's control point and have a strong captain already inside the fort right when the siege begins. If you want to spend way too much time, you can do this with every war chief and pretty much just walk into the fort and take it without lifting a finger. Realistically, you'll probably end up doing a mixture of the two depending on if you want to put the effort in before or during the siege. Once you've taken the fort for that region, you can go after other players' forts in the online mode, where you can keep the loot or dominated captains. Getting your own fort rated online doesn't actually affect you at all, but I'll be damned if I let some nerd think they can just break into my house. An optional form of sadistic entertainment you can engage in are the online fighting pits, pitting your captains against a random fighter online to see who walks out alive. No ability to plan, no chance to interfere if your favorite fighter is up against his worst possible matchup, no recruiting his killer if he loses, and frankly, no rewards that are worth doing it. Just deathmatch gambling for the love of the game. You would have to be an absolute fool to engage in this dimension.
Oh, he's enraged and completely missing every shot. I do love that the captains just haven't engaged each other at all. And also I think that guy just died for no reason. Holy shit. Okay. If we keep getting spammed with the, oh my god. Please no. Alright, breathe on him hard and we'll win this. Oh fuck, it's match point.
Oh shit.
Yes!
Oh.
Get his ass. Oh god. This might be a short one. I wanted to see how much of a difference him being... Okay, well he's giving it his best shot. That didn't do a thing, dude. Oh shit. I'm anticipating just getting stun locked for the next 2 minutes until they finally kill him. Enraged is gonna be nice. If we can just keep this up for the other half of his health bar. Keep it up. I believe in you. Get him. Well, I'll be damned. That's the shit we like to see. Oh god. Oh shit. Damn.
Everything I've talked about in this video is all made possible because of the Nemesis System. Even after 8 years, it's one of my favorite games, and I am yet to find a lone mechanic that does so much heavy lifting to make a world feel so alive. I can't wait for it to inspire other developers to take this concept higher and see what they can make with it. Except that won't happen for another 11 years at the minimum. The bastards at Warner Bros. Games have patented the Nemesis system until 2036, meaning that only they can make games like this. Oh, but maybe we'll see something in the sequel. There will be no sequel. This is the last in the series. Oh, maybe Warner Bros. Is doing something with their intellectual property. Nope. Unless they're planning on making a Lego version anytime soon, it would appear that they genuinely patented it just so that they could make their game the one-stop shop for this mechanic. Which, as a business decision, I guess I can understand, but for the gaming industry as a whole, it is a damn shame, and why I will keep a permanent grudge against this company. If you were thinking about making a game that could explore this system further, like what it could do with something like large-scale land battles, think about something else, asshole. Hello friends, thanks for watching this video, and especially thank you to everyone who watched the last one. I had high hopes for it, but I couldn't have guessed it would perform that well. That video was an experiment for me, and safe to say, it's the direction I'll be moving in with the channel. So if you've been enjoying these longer videos, stay tuned because I have much more planned. Have a good one.